What's going on? So today we are fixing that. You can see that is heavily cambered in, and those camber kits have to come off because they are modified. So even if I push them all the way out, it's still cambered. And given that we are wide bodying the Integra, we don't need as much camber. Matter of fact, we can have a little bit of meat on the tire, although I will have to check in the front, make sure I turn and the tire doesn't clip the kit. At worst case scenario there, I just have to run a little bit more stretch than I'd like, or left sidewall. One of the two is gonna happen, but either way it goes, it leads to a little bit more stretch. And we have an open box. Roll the intro. Today, we're gonna be doing rear camber kits on the vehicle. Let's get these K-Tunes open, see what they are looking like. We actually may be getting more K-Tune stuff in for the vehicle as far as suspension. It was between PCI and K-Tune. I just like K-Tune a little bit better, especially their front camber arms, which we also will be getting those in. And I'm debating running the K-Tune traction bar. Debating. I don't know how that may interfere with the air suspension dropping to zero. If those bars on the traction bar end up causing some type of bind or connection. So I'm really trying to find somebody who's actually done those or done that and get a lead on that. So we'll be doing that. And I don't know what's going on with this situation. Like, this shit is pissing me off. Like, this breaker pops for no damn reason. These are LED lights. I gotta get an electrician in here, but that's what's gonna go on. So let's get started. Let's open up the new camber kits while we're at it. All right, so new camber kit from K-Tune. Let's see what we got in here. Saw a safety video. It said always cut away from yourself. That body panel over there. Ooh, nice K-Tune sticker. I think I have K-Tune sticker. Yeah, I do, because I've had other K-Tune parts. So nice K-Tune sticker. And that is a thing of beauty. I definitely think K-Tune has one of the better rear camber kits. Its weight alone feels, it's heavier, not necessarily saying that's better, but it just feels more structurally solid. I love these. Definitely easier to lock onto. Like some of the other ones, blocks onto could be a little thinner. That's nice. I like the hardware they even chose to use. These seem even thicker, better. I just like the overall build of a K-Tune, so I think that's why I also elected to go with their front kit and possibly their traction bar. So let's check the other one. I like how they packed it with this foam. Definitely do a better job than I've seen other companies do packing their product. And there we go. Yep, 2. So let's get these bad boys on. See if we can get this peeled off right the first time. Find it's better to take your hand across there and there. That stupid shit goes again. And voila, K-Tune. Tires off, cars up. Now we're gonna go in here, get these off. They're a little loosened because I was playing around with it as it was in here. As you can see, these are a bit different than the K-Tune, and you can see how much thread you see right there. So it's ran out. So let's get those out of there and get these other ones in. A lot of this hardware is going to be replaced with MPC hardware, so I probably need to get some specs and some stuff on that so we can get that done. So let's get on with it. You can see how the lighting on this side is tremendously better thanks to these. I do have a video showing me installing those. They are worth the money, and the links in the video. These kits are fairly easy to install and uninstall. Just make sure we got power tools. Always usually help make the job go by a little bit faster. So let's get this. And it falls out of there just like that. voila. Here is this is a blocks kit. Now, I noticed something off the back, which is very interesting. If you look a side profile of these camber kits, if I can get this one locked to the side real quick. I'll hold this one. Look at the ends. This one's straight on, this one's offset. I've always wondered why they did that. I honestly don't know why, but it could be for various reasons, but I like how this one's done, which is typically how I would think they would be done, but there's got to be a reason. I might do some research into that, but this is what we have now. This is what we're coming from. As you can also tell, the bodies on this one, if you compare, dramatically shorter here to give us that increase, that more negative camber. So I don't know where this one's gonna put us because we're not getting alignment right now. I'm just gonna makeshift alignment. So I'll just get like a level, liquid level, just go as far as I can to get the actual rotor straight and get that bubble in the middle, and I'll just go from there. So that's what I'm gonna do, and that'll be close enough for me. And then do the same thing. And what I will do, what I do on one side, I'll see how many threads or how long this camber is. I'll take a measurement, and then I'll just go ahead and automatically lock this one to that and put it in. This dust, no, that's condensation. It's crazy. You can see some of the gold hardware here. So now we'll get a level and just put it on here, see where that bubble is, and then just push this out until I mean, we're already pushed out, but I can tell there's some camber on there. So we'll get it pushed out until it's just level, and then I'll lock it in, take the measurement, and apply the same thing to the other side over there. But it's definitely not an alignment tool really in this sort. Oh, and that's those couple of toy splitters there. Look, bubble is dead on pretty much. So let me see if I can make a few more twists and actually get a little bit more center. Let me make sure if I go this way. Yeah, that's right. So now I'll go ahead and lock these bolts, nuts in. Lock that side. Now this is the one that we've pretty much got aligned on the other side. I put these locking bolts into place to hold it, and we're just gonna take this one and run it out until it's about the same length. You could tell right here, it's a little shorter. So we'll just run it out and eyeball it and get it flush. Let's just take a little turn in. And I think that's close enough for government work. We're gonna put this baby back in, K-tune side up. And we're in. Bada bing, bada boom. So got the camber kits on, got them pretty much, I'll say leveled out, not aligned. Now we'll go ahead and get the tires put back on so you can see the difference in the amount of camber. Let's get this shit on, see if the new camber kits got us straight, and then that'll be it for this video. And then I will come back with another update video, actually test fitting the wheels and the wide body kit to make sure we're aligned. And voila, look at there. Now you could tell a vast difference from where they were with the other camber kit to where they are now. And this is about what we need. And I can tell still we got a slight amount of camber in there, but that's cool. Let's check the other side. And looky there, about the same, you know, slight camber in there, but that's cool. So, camber kits did their job, leveled them out as much as we could with our makeshift leveler. It's not a makeshift leveler, it's a real leveler, but it's not an alignment like for this tool, but it worked. So now we just want to make sure that the car can actually dump on these without causing any issues. So I'll check that later, but as for this video, that's done. We've reached the main goal, which is to get these wheels out some. So be on the lookout for the update video when we fit the body kit or the wide body fender and the custom wheel on to see where they actually come out. That's gonna be something, that's gonna be some go time right there. So listen, I appreciate y'all sticking with me for this entire journey because we're not done. I believe that this car is gonna come out looking very awesome. There are a lot of things that are gonna change, a lot of big things, a lot of little things, a lot of lighting, body, wide body, wheels, carbon fiber, all this shit's it's going crazy. It's going crazy, but I think it's gonna be worth it in the end. And I think at that point in time, I'm gonna be satisfied with the car for some time. I'm not gonna change it after that for a little while at least, because this is a pretty major overhaul in my eyes. I know probably in other people's eyes it's like, that's not that bad, but to me it's pretty major. So stick with me, you know what I say, just build it,